The culmination of OAD weekend is always the announcement of our top 100 plus list. And number one in 2017, l'arpège. The theme of this year's event is my grandmother's cooking, and all of the chefs are preparing a dish that was inspired or was served to them by their grandmothers.
My grandmother makes almost every day fish, raw fish, tartar, sashimi, Japanese style. So I arrange a bit. It's my style, but it's a homage of my grandmother.
She inspires me in many ways, and I remember especially the joy surrounded the table when she was serving family meals on special occasions. They were sitting at the table for many hours, and as a child it was difficult to understand why they have to sit there so many hours when you were just waiting for the desserts. But what I saw was they were laughing, they were having a social and great moment, enjoying food and wine, and that came from my grandmother.
Going to cook a dish based on potatoes and shellfish. The root of this dish is actually first his grandfather, who used to be what we called sailor potato man, because on the island of Noirmoutier, the men used to work half of the year as a sailor and half of the year as harvesting, cultivating potatoes. So it's two important ingredients and big part of the history of the island.
What I like about the theme of this dinner is that all the chefs cook really modern cuisine. But with the food they're cooking tonight, you can see how they're connected to their roots in their countries and their regions and through their families.
The recipes I brought tonight, this was from the father's side, the mother of my father, and she died very early. But the recipes they was given to the family since many generations, and they used to work on the fields, former times a lot, and they used to need a lot of energy, so the dishes were quite powerful. And so we brought 3 of them because I couldn't choose. I didn't know what to do. I thought, should we do that or that? And then we said, let's take all 3 because it's a sharing concept. And I thought let's bring that to Paris.
She was cooking really normal home food at home, and they didn't have that many things to cook, so they have to do with what they had. So more than influencing him on the cooking, but he's the best son, he's the best grandson, and he's the best human being she knows, and that makes really a difference in his cooking, and that may be why he's so good.
The influence of my great parents was my grandmother. So today I choose the bacalao, who he prepared for us for the New Year's and for the birthdays.
He was a young chef, as many young chefs. He was cooking many things with a lot of techniques, kind of more show-off cuisine. But then when you grow up, you realize that what your grandparents were doing and cooking was actually the best cuisine, because they were doing simple things, healthy things, based on the basics, and very tasty and good for everybody.
Incredibly pleased to have been in the ranking of this year's OAD list. In the past, I've followed it, and I've recognised amazing, famous chefs that you see on television and in magazines, and it's a real honour to be part of that today. My restaurant has only 16 seats, so to put on such a large event was certainly at times tense, but really enjoyable.
For this list is the people who travel all around the world to eat in the best restaurant in the world. So to be part of the list is a great honor.